a vision is long term. It is what you want to see.
Yes.
Then so many things in between, but what do you want to see? Once you answer that question, then you can know exactly how you're going to get there. There is something important about obedience. If God talks to you, like, obedience is better than sacrifice. Let the vision be something you love, something you're going to enjoy.
You see that one?
Like,
in this country, it's a privilege to actually love what you're doing.
let's talk about life.
The highs, the lows, and the transition.
This is Real Life Diaries, so let's dive in. Hi, Val.
Hi.
Are you happy?
See my teeth.
I feel like we are from two different worlds.
And this is what? Real life. Fashion show.
No, not fashion show. Really?
It's giving fashion
No,
show.
this is like us from home. Like, I'm like home,
Are you
family.
lying?
No, for real. I was
Right.
doing a family errand, more like a shoot, but like a family
A
errand.
shoot is not a family errand.
It's an errand.
A family errand is errand needs milk.
Really?
You know, then you have to run on a judge and
So how is your money?
you see me when I start with a gym. Do I have to add anything?
No.
I've been like this the whole day. Sinalia, but I'm happy.
2026 exams, yeah. It started
You know, it's not yet feeling
today.
like I'm in a new year.
Today is
To be
bad.
honest, I feel like I'm in business as usual. Yeah,
Maybe where does that come from? Same routine?
it's not even the same routine. I think when I start studying for whatever the June intake, I'll feel
You need to
but
start
I'm
a new
still-
semester. For you to feel like it's a new year, you need a new semester. How did we get here?
I'm still very much in my Christmas break
Mm.
vibe.
You?
How are you?
Me, I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay.
2026 extends it.
It's been good. Of course, I'm still going to work, so you could say it's business as usual. I don't really get the Christmas
Maybe that's where
break.
it's coming from. It's
Yeah.
because we are working.
Yeah, there was
Because
no
better.
Christmas break. There's something I assume the people who are working now are
I don't want to hear it.
workers. They are
I don't want to hear that jazz.
After us studying like this, we are after all this education.
What an association they associating
Yeah,
us with.
so,
Yeah.
and also, everyone you see on the road apparently during this time is a banker. It's not something I'm arguing with.
I mean, we are.
Yeah, so 2026 so far, good, hopes high. Just that shit.
I love 2026. Everyone seems very hopeful. It's
Yeah.
everyone had a hard 2025. Like
2025
everyone's
was
status is wow. I almost died. Barely made it
I don't know
here.
what
this
we
year.
are
I don't know
fighting
what's
with.
going on.
But I think it was just too real. Personally, for me, it was really real for me.
How?
Like, in the sense of every scenario hit. Like, even if it was just going to the market, it hit. Even if it was just spending time with family, it hit. To the point that if you were to ask me one takeaway from 2025, it would be that I did to a very, very high extent learn what is important to me. So by the time I started or by the time I left 2025, I was sort of aligned. Like, this is the reason, this is the why. So my why kept on appearing in so many scenarios, in so many situations, which I wouldn't say was the case before. Before it was just I want this and I really want it. It has to get done. The why was not always the first thing that flashed in my face. So I think 2025 did align me to my why. Yeah. Yeah. So I know why. I know why I'm here. I know why I'm here. I know why I'm
Happy to
having
be
this
part of this
conversation with you. Also,
Like a
mid-March. I don't know. I don't know why, but
but we are going to just
keep happening. But for now,
that's not what's
in
gonna
this
happen.
moment,
This year we are going to proclaim.
in this
Yes.
moment, yeah, the why is so clear and bold.
I don't know. I had a good 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I had like more highs than lows, to be honest. But
Yeah.
it was very great. This is the year, by the way, I took my first flight. I know it's as if I've been flying. It's as if I've been flying since.
By the way, before we shot this episode, when I told someone, oh, by the way, I'm going to shoot the episode, they were like, is Val going to tell us about our first flight? So yes, you've not
You
disappointed.
guys don't understand. I had that thing on my vision board since 2022. Every year I would put a plane.
Yeah.
I would put like a plane. 2023, I'm a very big advocate for vision boards. Literally, the last year, I think the only thing that I hadn't ticked off was swimming, of which by the time December ended, I had already signed up for swimming class. So, and therapy, but I have you.
Yeah, don't start. But
Anyway, so that whole flight thing has been there for like 3 years. Even last year when I was putting it, I was like, let's be serious.
yeah.
When are you going to get time to do this thing? I said, please, we want to do it, so let's try. Like, let's first put things in order. It wasn't even in my power that it happened, but yeah, that was a very good high.
Speaking
And
of
such a
vision
difficult
boards,
last year.
yes, last year our first video was posted on 20th April.
That is such a big high for me as well, because
yes.
also that is something I've been wanting to do for so long. And it aligned last year, like, how do you want it to be? Like, everything wasn't clear cut until last year when we did, and then just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I chose a go-getter for co-host. So the moment she said, so when? There's no time to
But anyway,
procrastinate.
so there is something about vision boards.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell the idea today. You're going to sell it with me.
I love selling.
You guys need to come on with the whole vision board thing. There is something about getting the idea from your mind and putting it on paper where you can see it, you can feel it. If you can put it in a place where you can feel it with your 5 senses, you get to a position where you're so close to achieving it.
Yeah.
For me, that's how I see it. It's more like manifestation, but in this case, you can feel what you're working for.
Actually,
You can
visualize.
live ish in what you're actually working for. So it aligns you more with like the to-dos.
Yeah.
Like, let's say it shows you the direction, because I feel like, yes, you can know the direction in your head, but amplifying it to a place that you can see it and feel it, it does make it more clear. And you're like, okay, this is where we are going. This is what I want to see. And it makes it more real.
Yeah.
For some reason, I feel like everything I've put on my vision board, I have seen it manifest. Not for some, not in that exact time,
Yes.
but eventually
Literally.
it does. I think it's like the best and most genuine way to even speak to God. Like, you're not just like, okay, this. You're like, okay, this is how it looks like. This is what I want. This is like, you're actually really speaking from a place of knowing, from a place of justification and all. So I just think we should get on with that habit of vision boards.
And there's something about, of course, they tell you put things down on paper, but there's something about starting. You know that notebook you start with that at the beginning of the year, you're right, this is what I want to achieve. By the time the year ends, you, one, don't know where that page is, two, you don't know where that book is. There's something about you seeing what you're working towards often. Like, it's kind of like,
reminder.
yes, the same thing about talking about it. That's why we have weekly meetings and stuff like that, so that things remain at the top of your brain. So there's something about you seeing it. Like, it will actually remind you, like, oh my God, we have not yet gotten started on.
And also, a vision is long term. We're not saying write it, get it.
Yes.
Like, it's a long term. It is what you want to see eventually. There's so many things in between, but what do you want to see? Once you answer that question, then you can know exactly how you're going to get there. But if you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there?
But of course, you have to have like a day-to-day.
Yeah.
Like, on top of you saying the goal is to do A, B, C, and D, there has to be, what does that look like on a daily basis? If your goal is to lose, I don't know, 10 kgs, does that mean every morning I wake up, I go to the gym, or, sorry,
Dress and look
from
the
there.
part.
Let's talk about my
Dress and look the part. Anyway, yeah.
That is my comfort zone. Anyway, let's say you want to save 10 a.m. How much does how much do you need to save every day? How much does that look like every month? So you have to break down that big picture and don't strain yourself. You know, when I just started vision boarding, I used to overdo. I would say, now this year I have to buy land, I have to buy a car, I have to. Meanwhile, who has a job? Not me.
Yeah.
Literally don't have a job, don't have, like, there's no means to an end, but I'm here. Okay, there's something about that, you know, like where someone says that over positivity thing. You can want it eventually. Of course, like, you can want it. Like, there are some dreams that are really, really big and you know what, eventually I will start a gym or something. But like, as of today, right now, today, what can you do to work towards
But I hope that
you know
gym
what I
is
mean?
on your vision board now.
It is there.
Good. Because
The long-term vision board, yes.
if there's this thing of, if your dreams do not scare you, blah, 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 then
Nine terrify.
it's worth it. But also, as a Christian, there is faith.
Yeah.
Faith, to a large extent, did carry me through 2025. If I tell you that, okay, yes, there are places where you plan. You plan, I want this, I want that. But technically speaking, given everything that is around, it's not something you can achieve.
Yeah.
But I have also learned that you cannot put a limit to how far the things God can do. Like, you see how you can have a correct plan and the correct incomes, something just happens and takes it all away.
Yeah.
But what is a vision board saying?
That this is
what you're supposed to be doing. So I think that when you're doing the vision board, just put everything. Like, tell me what you want. It's like, to me, it was more like drawing a bill for God. You know, like those lists we used to write in high school, those shopping lists. And then you're like, oh, will mommy accept this one? And then for some reason, she accepts deodorant, body splash, and a spray.
And then she
Usually she would remove one and be like, either way, we are working on smell, so just take a deodorant. Nobody splash for you. So, and then sometimes she would just leave everything.
Yeah.
So for me, I have learned that from last year, that I'm not going to limit God. There are things that I want, and I'm not going to reduce them to what my eyes can see. Of course, realistically speaking, but also I know that God can do over and beyond. But of course, it's me going to do the work. So it's not just that sit back and know that by faith I will get there, because faith without work is nothing, right?
I think what you're talking about is like the general vision board. What do I want out of life? Like, I can say I want to have twins. Does that mean I won't conceive them this year? No. So I feel like when you're planning, there has to be the grand picture. There has to be the picture of the life that you're trying to work towards. What does that look like for you every day? Is there a husband in there? What does your family look like? What does your home look like? What does your body look like? All that, it's like that long-term goal. But when you're planning for the now, because now, that's why that's why I said you have to know the breakdown. So for me, what I have as a screen guard of my vision board for like what I am looking at every day is the one for this year.
Okay.
I've said in these 12 months, in order to achieve this is what has to get done. But then in those 12 months, you cannot strain yourself, and the goal is still 100 million as if you're in 5 years from now. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying you break it down into more realistic, because if the vision board is too grand, like if you don't break it down to, in these 12 months, what am I going to do? You see that, you know, in Atomic Habits, where they tell you have to reward yourself for like the small things. Sometimes you can be doing too much, but because the goal is too big, you're still feeling discouraged. You're still feeling like you're not doing enough. So if you break it down for yourself and then you achieve this year, you double it next year. You double. So there has to be the big one.
I have my vision. My vision, I think I have a 2040 vision. Like, that is my grand vision. I don't know for some reason why I stopped at 2040, but that is my bigger picture. Okay. My eyes so up to there. So everything I do, like within the year, so I limit it to just steps to get there. I know what I want eventually. So everything here speaks into it. It speaks into it directly, very directly into it. So that's why I'm saying, like, maybe the vision, you shouldn't limit what you could possibly become. But year to year, you should know that there is going to be work that you're going to have to put in. year to year. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah. No, you can't limit the universe for sure. You can even go and change it. In the middle of the year, you can decide. Matter of fact, I want that house on a beach. Let's work towards you buying that in Entebbe then. Yeah,
So
of course.
what's that one big scenario that you could say defined your 2025?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I feel like this year, the year before, 2025, 2024, I feel like I was such a robot. I was such a metal. I was such a hard girl. There's things that need to be done. The vision is this. Go get her. Yeah. I was in such, even this year, I think I started it in Miss Independent. Last year, I started it in very Miss Independent vibe. In the middle there, I talked to a few people. I started to allow myself. You are one of those people, by the way, because at the beginning of last year, you are not so in my business that by the time we ended the year, do you know how you talk to me? Anyway.
I do know how you talk to me. Now I want to hear this.
You've been knowing too much. So I'd be like, Valeria, can you even handle that?
No.
Usually people don't talk to me like that. They don't know what's going on. Anyway, my point is emotionally, I think I let down a few guts. I think it has something to do with, it was not on my vision, but let's start there. Let's also prepare for things that we do that are not part of the vision. But anyway, point is, I let down emotionally, I think, with my friends, because this year, family-wise, my brother not left, but relocated with his wife. If there's an emotional thing that was happening in our family at the time, then my nephews moved in, and then there's you, and my girls were a little bit closer this year, which means there was a lot more vulnerability for some reason. Then, of course, I allowed myself to start dating again. And boy, have I learned a lot about myself.
Okay.
Number one, there's a lot of work that
Number one, there is a list.
Every time I say number one, you say that. Usually, even if I'm going to stop from there.
By the time you're giving them numbers.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm learning so many things about myself. I feel like I'm being showed things that I could have sworn is not how things are. Yeah,
perfect.
Exactly. But it's me. And it's like, yeah,
I know how at the beginning, actually,
so
in
much.
the first episode that we had, you were like, I've done so much work on myself. I've done so much work on myself. I felt good. I've improved.
Not I was doing this. I was
guarding.
Yeah. Like I was just like, I'm now, I know what it looks like for me to be like, I have to protect myself from this person. I know step A, step B, step C. Like I know how it looks like for me to protect my space. But then I don't want to live in a very, like I want to be able to be fluid with life. Like there's just something about the anxiety that hits me in certain situations that it's like, I don't want to live like this. Like I cannot be in this moment right now because I am so full of anxiety. I'm just like, what if this happened? What if that happened? What if I'm always running towards guarding myself as opposed to living in the moment. And therefore I avoid the whole situation in general, even when it's going to be good for me. We ended 2025.
So you know all these things.
I know.
I thought I have to first tell you that.
I've been saying, you know how you talk to me. I've been knowing what you're
I'm happy that you mentioned the running thing loudly.
I really do. You're one of the people who has made me realize it. And then you're like, even in your friendships. I was like, in my friendships.
And that one I'm still not going to talk about.
I sat down. I said, what does she mean? And then
tell me a story. Oh God.
Oh no. And it's not even just yours.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's
okay. Back to the scenario.
Running. Anyway, I don't know that specific scenario. Leave me alone.
Give us a scenario.
I want to give you a scenario.
Our viewers would love to hear this scenario.
I really hope the scenario doesn't watch the episode.
A scenario watching? Give us a scenario.
It's a lot of scenarios. With my friends, I feel like it has been happening over time. The one with my family is my brother leaving. Like my brother leaving. And you having to be there for the boys and having to be... Now we are a lot more vulnerable. Like people to say how they're feeling. Until you guys are far from us. I miss you
If
people.
there is something we have to stop in my family, it's being vulnerable. You guys are just
We are
starting
just
it.
beginning, you babe.
As we need to put a stop. Everyone. Everyone is vulnerable. Like, stop. The problem is everyone is saying how they are feeling. Maybe we should not say how we are feeling, because how I'm feeling then creates how you're feeling.
Yes.
And then now you're
It
feeling a
touches
certain
me
way
as
about how I'm feeling.
It's a lot of things.
So now, why are you feeling like that? I don't expect you to feel like that. Why would you feel
There's
like
so many
that?
rules.
Evil.
So
That
many
whole
rules.
vulnerability thing has so many stretches.
No, me, in my family, we are not like that.
Mm.
You know, the first time that we ever cried was on my graduation. Remember when my graduation, it was like a funeral?
Mm.
One person said one thing, the whole family broke down in tears because we
Maybe you
don't
guys
talk on a
shouldn't be
day-to-day.
vulnerable. Because if you're just starting on paper, that's usually the fourth step.
And no. We started at the deep end. Then we realized, you guys, you don't do a lot of these things, but we're not a very but we are very good avoidance. My family, very amazing avoidance, like shutting down things and then pretending they're not there. We don't even pretend they're not there. Something bad will happen, and we all just mature through it. When we mature and go to the other end, there's no need to look back. There are other things to be done. We just keep on, but doesn't mean it's not affecting you. Those are the things that I'm starting to avoid. But let me tell you something. When you start to open those doors, it's not as fun, you know. It's easier for me to be like, nah, nothing is wrong. Me, I'm good. But I'm really not. And it's affecting my relationships. I think it's because of you specifically.
What are fingers being pointed? That's me in this podcast.
You know, specifically when you told me it's even in my friendships, because I was aware.
But it is.
I was aware about how I do it in my relationships.
How you do it?
Like my romantic relationships, and I know that I'm very good at running. But I thought over here, I'm doing well.
At first, we don't want to chase. We don't want to chase. But you're running. No one is chasing it. You're running. Okay, come we take some coffee. No.
Valeria, I like you such a good...
Valeria, I have feelings for... Anyway.
Yeah.
You're still telling us about that
Oh
scenario.
my God. Can you leave this scenario alone?
Okay. So for me, one of the scenarios that described my
scenario.
2025, actually, it wasn't one, but let's give it a name. It's like the script can change. The script can change, and you can definitely walk into a whole different direction. But what matters is you are going to that place where you're supposed to be. You're still aligned with the vision. But initially, I did think that if I said, for example, the end game was for me to be fulfilled, let's say in form of career or spiritually, I would write down what I'm supposed to do to get there, and that is how it's supposed to be. But also, one thing I learned is, I started from what I learned from the scenario, is that God is going to be God, right? And he's going to lead you in whichever direction he sees fit. So this is the thing. I did see my career journey go a different direction.
God, that was this year.
Yes, last year. The way I had planned it out, it happened so fast.
Oh my
Like, I wasn't sure. Yes, I had a plan that it was supposed to change, but it happened for me so fast. Like, and at some point I was like, is this what I want?
Me too. I was like, what is going on?
Are you sure?
Oh, that thing was so
And I was
fast.
like, God. He was like, we are going.
It's like,
I'm like, but I'm not.
Yeah.
That was, okay, yes, I said it's what I wanted, but is that what I wanted? And so everything kept happening so fast, and not just career-wise, even like life-wise, with the business, and then like with my family, everything kept happening so fast. But one thing I learned from all of those scenarios was to trust God blindly. Because if I opened my eye in any one of those scenarios,
Want to go back into your camp?
if I had opened my eye, I would be like, I'm literally drowning. But I held on to God, and I was like, you know what? because there is nothing I could do. Okay, what am I going to do? So that no,
None of
I'm
those.
supposed to be
And he
working
left
in
you
this
no option, you
Yes.
know. All those scenarios were like,
Yes,
this is the only way.
the
There's no-
direction. You want to? Are you coming?
Yeah.
The other option was become rebellious and choose a whole completely different direction,
Yeah.
which may have not led me to where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
But the ultimate trust in God, I even learned to trust people. I have trust issues.
No, we know.
I have trust issues, but I learned to listen because me, I have my script. I think it's supposed to go a certain way.
Can talk
What
to
are you
Maria,
putting
but
there?
eyes not hearing.
Then later on, when you're done, I'm like, so we'll do this.
Are you done? Yeah, okay. So this is what I think we are going.
Yeah, so let's just do it like this and finish. So I learned to listen to people. Let's reason together. I want to know.
That is happening in you.
Yes, I learned to listen to not just to God, but to people. Oh God, it has grown me.
Yeah.
It has grown me in that. And also there is something important about obedience. If God talks to you, like obedience is better than sacrifice, because these are all my lessons, by the way, of 2025.
Yes.
Yeah, so I learned that sometimes, like, God can tell you to go, like, just do this, do it that way. But you're like, I've been through a lot. Like, I just think I should do it this way. Like, because you feel like you've sacrificed so much for something and you deserve it and you want it. And, you know, like you feel so entitled to something. In those scenarios, just obey God. Yeah.
I think I experienced something so similar, but differently, I think. You know, for me, he keeps on telling me things. Do you know, like when was I in this like 6 years ago when I just left university?
It's showing. You shouldn't have said when you had just left university. I think
we are how old
it's
we
real
are.
life, but
It's okay. That is what the
because those of 1996 are getting level 3 this year. I'm not a monk.
You girl, we are so close. I'm so close. I'm so close to that level 3. But I actually don't feel any kind
No,
of way
I
about
don't feel any kind of way.
No, I truly don't. I
No,
just
me
don't
too.
understand all the noise about it.
Yeah, you're just making noise about it.
Fact that you noticed. You mango. Anyway, in that period of time, I didn't know why I was in that situation. Like I was I was working for a very interesting character of a boss. There was so much, you know how everything, you're the admin, you're the HR, you're also the talent, there was so much that was being thrown at me at that time. And for how much money? Barely anything, literally just the transport coming in from. And I'm like, why am I still here? I was there for like over a year. And I know that he was training me. He was probably, I don't know, it's him and his vision. You know, you can never know it fully. I'll come back here in 2 years and say, you know what? Yes, he has shown me something else. But like, that's around the time when the vision for the podcast was so strong on me. And then I know that I can talk in front of people, like in terms of emceeing and stuff like that. But I never ever allow myself. Every time they say volunteers, who can talk? Who wants to? I'm like, I can do it, but like I don't want to do it. It's like the things that scare me the most, I think I have done this year. I'm yet to do some, but this year I have tackled some of the biggest ones because I think emceeing and podcasting are things I have thought about for so long. And this year I was just like, you know what you're going to do? To that far, you're going to do it. Go. And they even put a flyer. You know, I emceed my first of all, it was my first emceeing gig ever. Let's start from the fact that it was the first. And boy, was it a big one. It was like over 1,000 people.
Commission. Just putting it out, but
God, the helpers of Christ want to be paid. That you are put into my life.
Our rewards are in heaven.
It has to be in heaven.
Go.
Valeria, you can do it. Valeria, you can do it. This girl has pushed me. The moment they told me you should MC. Maria, can I tell you what?
No, but let me say, I am so proud of you. I think they should put a picture at this juncture in a video of you emceeing. I'm so proud of you. You nailed it. You emceed with someone who has been in the business for over 20 years.
There was a flyer.
And you still shined. The flyer thing, you're overbringing it. But I think you did well. You did well.
Yes,
And
I'm
we are
starting
very
to
proud
believe
of
you guys
you.
because
Yeah.
the feedback was so overwhelming. I thought it's going to be one of those things where you say something like you stand up, chap chap, and then you talk, and then people are like, oh yeah, you spoke, yeah, good. But it was so like, wow, you did so
Yeah,
well.
you did
I didn't know you could. Why didn't you say from the beginning? Even my bosses were very surprised. They're just like, that's
Yeah.
an interesting side of you that we've never seen. Anyway, God left me no choice. Those decisions were made for me while I was doing papers. I had no time to defend myself, to decide, no, I won't be there. The meetings happened. By the time I came back, they were like, you're doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, sure. Same thing for the podcast. The moment I involved Maria,
No, but me, my things,
it took 2
they
weeks.
have to see light.
It took 2 weeks.
Let me say something.
And we're in the
I
studio.
believe that we are vessels, right? We are vessels of ideas, and God uses us to bring certain ideas to life, right?
Yeah.
And if you do not allow to be a vessel, it's just that the only thing you can do for God is accept for Him to use you. If you do not accept, we are over 8
Because you can
billion
actually
people
fight.
on earth. You
No,
can
can
fight.
refuse.
You can be like Jonah, the fish swallow, but also God can tie on some people. You say give it to someone else. No. I'll enter and the fish will swallow me.
It's
You'll
yours.
come out after 3 days and you will still be used. But sometimes God actually does give the mantle to someone else. Like, let's say that story of King Saul and David. God will remove the mantle from King Saul and gave it to David, like to David's lineage. So sometimes they can get the mantle and give it to someone else. So if God has given you an idea,
Yeah.
if it's something you see in your life, actually bring it to life. Be like, thank you, because He's helping you. So thank you, God. I have allowed you to use me and actually be used.
This thing right now is doing something to me because I feel like the things I cry about the most to you are the things that scare me the most, and I feel like those are the ones He's directly involved.
Yeah.
Because in my power as Valeria, I could never. What do you mean? What do you mean? For a whole night, I'm just there, the one talking. Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would rather sit down and be a
The thing about God's things is they're always bigger than we expect.
Oh my God.
Bigger than we expect. So anyway, we are vessels allowed to be used.
Yes.
Because it can be someone else and you're going to be in the audience and you're like, Kala, I can. Kala, you put me there and I show you. Because it was there, the idea was given to you, so you feel like you can. So instead of regret, you rather suffer failure than actually regret. So you rather step forward and God just sees that be so good.
I think it's sometimes just a fear of failure that you make.
Yes.
And you can be like, who said anything about
Nothing you cannot do.
So who said anything about failing? You know who you are.
Yes.
Move. And it's always weird because you guys are the ones who are like, but Valeria, I don't understand what is freaking you out. Also me in my free time. Hey, I'm feeling
No, I think you just have, I think also the people you surround yourself around, because we can change tables. Have you been next to someone and they're like, hey, but I want to start a business. Business? I'd rather work for an Indian than start a business.
Yes.
And then you will be like, yeah.
But you can do it. Yeah.
Do it how? Now let me tell you, my grandmother started a business. They bewitched her. She lost
And
all
those people
her
can
cons.
have evidence. Yeah. They can have evidence from all. It's just about how you see life.
Choose your club.
Oh my God.
Choose your club. If you want to board a plane in 2026,
choose people who are
choose people who are aligned. Choose people who are.
Yeah.
Because you're going to find like, hey, you can't even afford these buses over Oculus.
Yes.
You want to play
small.
Start where you can see.
Those people who took planes have been on a bus. Have you been on a bus?
Have you been on a bus? My dear, you can come straight from walking to a plane. We've seen that happen.
Exactly.
So do not limit yourself. No, you choose your circle differently. You want to get a certain body, and then the people you're aligning yourself with are, why? If you want chicken, eat it. If you want popcorn, eat it.
Life is short. Life is short. Life is short.
Speaking of that, another thing I learned from 2025, discipline. Jesus Christ. The things that discipline will save you from, it will save you from disrespecting yourself.
Yeah. And allowing others to disrespect.
Yes, and allowing others to disrespect. Discipline works like this. You know you're not supposed to be there, so you're not going to go there because you're not supposed to be there. Because that's how you go for a party where they've not invited you and they'd say, you give this one the seat to sit. That is disrespect. Then you get embarrassed. Then you go crying, they disrespect me. it will let you know to speak to people who you're not supposed to be speaking with.
Yeah.
The person is supposed to be blocked. You've gone there. Hi, I was just thinking that maybe later. Then they blue tick you. Then you start crying. Discipline.
Yeah.
You guys, be disciplined.
Yeah.
It is one thing. And the thing is, many of the times when you cross those lines that you're not supposed to cross, you feel bad. It hurts you.
Even when it's happening, you're like, you should.
Yeah, you're like, I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
It starts to break you. And then you feel a certain kind of way about yourself. But when you're actually disciplined and you're like, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this. I know I'm not supposed to be going there. You feel, there is a way you feel like, okay, I did that for me. It's like when you go to gym and you know that you want a certain body. You're like, when you come out and it's different, you're like, I actually did that. I did that from just that. Of course, some people won't post for us to see, but like,
God. I'm working on it.
but like,
I'm working, starting
or like-
today. Status viewers are getting content.
or like when you finish a paper or CPA on level 3 and you're like, you've been waking up, the discipline of waking up, showing up to class, reading, you're like, I actually did that. I did that and I did that for me. Or when you finish a 3-day fast
Yeah.
and you're like, I almost died on day 2, but
I stuck.
I did that. So I think it is more rewarding when you actually go through your goals, when you actually reach the end, than when you stop in the middle just because you think you cannot. For example, when you finish through the whole night emceeing and we clap. You're like, I actually did that.
I did. But
I
you know,
did
before
that.
I started that whole thing, I went behind a tent and I was hyperventilating. I was like, they gave me the mic. The other MC was like, you know what you're going to do? You just start by talking easy. You know these people. You see someone you like, someone you know, talk to them. Someone I know, you know what time she came. Someone I know in the audience, you know what time she showed up.
That is not who I am. It doesn't define me. It's not who I am.
Maria,
Also, me at the
Maria
wedding
was
at
not
3.
there.
That is not who Yes, I'll become who I am.
I had to go and fast. You know, I just like, genuinely can't do this thing. He told me, no, you start by talking. Then he's like, let's spread out, let's separate, go the other side, I go this side, see who you're seeing, say something on the mic. I couldn't say shit. I went behind the tent. I was like, what am I doing? Why did I just let him do it? And then I come and say,
You
let
see
me just say
Valeria?
hi. Let me just come and say hi. I saw someone I know who wasn't you.
No, but
I wanted it to be you. It would have been so much easier.
Let me
So
tell you
much
something.
easier. And then I just
there are
started
some places
and now I don't even
in
remember
our journey
that we have to be on
where
our
we
own.
have to be alone. You see, when Daniel was in that den, they could have thrown him with another person.
Get me used to a lifestyle you can't maintain.
Yeah.
Don't.
Intentionally. God does it
And you see, the
intentionally.
thing is, I called you before. I said, my sister girl, are you coming?
Yes.
Do you have my jewelry? Because my jewelry is
Yes.
in your bag. Yes. Will you be here on time so that I can glow up and start? Yes. I was also intending to have like a mini breakup
talk.
season. Yeah. Very, very briefly.
Pep
I
talk.
didn't have any pep talk.
But
time.
guess what?
Also, the other person who was supposed to give me a pep talk, Dora, was at work. She was like, quarter.
You're going to do it.
It's 3.
She was your boss.
Yes. I couldn't tell her.
She was your boss. I tell the person who has given you the job. Auntie now encourage me to do this job. I
There was
get
no
it.
time. I had to.
No,
My
but
big
this
girl
pep
pants
talk,
were
let's
on.
talk about this pep talk. I had been giving you this pep talk since Jan.
You know, the truth is, you gave me.
Tell me more. I want another pep talk now. The pep talk, I had been carrying it all the way.
It was for many other things.
Anyway, but then what I wanted to say about discipline is it does take you a long way. You
Yeah.
will not regret being disciplined at any one point. You will thank yourself later. And when you look back, it is let's say it's one ingredient to actually achieving what you have written down on that vision board. Yeah.
Let's start there. I encourage everyone to start by reading Atomic Habits. If you've not read Atomic Habits, read Atomic Habits. Because I know everything we're talking about is going to sound huge. It's going to sound like, wow, that's a lot to put on one person in 1 year. But Atomic Habits teaches you the art of small practices to build to a habit, because discipline is about you coming to building a habit. Right now, it's like, it's not even a negotiable. The gym must be gone to if it's at 4 a.m. or at midnight. If the day has 24 hours, 2 of those hours are going to be
Or
in
else
this
we are going to find someone at home at 3 a.m. What is happening? I didn't do lunges. I missed. I had a lecture. I'm just catching up. Someone told me when they're allocating hours of my day, they should give me at least 28. Because how is all this supposed to fit? I was like, it's supposed to fit.
And when you wake up in the morning,
It should
go,
fit.
because
Yes.
you've reached a point. You have built so much work. For me, I didn't even understand. I know that I'm disciplined and I'm mostly big-headed about things. I'm just like, I said I want to do it, I have to do it. There's nothing. What do you mean? So I go to bed and sleep, and then what? Like, I'm just more from Kawempe.
Focus.
Let's just say that.
Sold.
Yeah, there's a hustle in me inside that, but it wasn't like articulated to discipline and habit until after I had read Atomic Habits, and I was like, okay. Because I used to put so much on my plate, so much. Like, I used to, let me tell you, if I tell you that vision was ridiculous, I would break my back on things. There's also like wear and tear. You can get worn out.
Okay.
You can actually get worn out and you can no longer do anything. You can get paralyzed. I think we have a friend of ours we know someone who has reached the point where they're like, their brain just, it can actually switch off.
Yeah, it can.
So you have to like do it in a way that you recognize that it's happening. It cannot be on a Zoom because you put like a fireworks on your behind,
God rested.
Yes. Like, just pace it. Pace
Yeah.
it and know like, okay, what have I done these 7 days? Was the goal? These 7 days
But
was
also
to
you
do
see,
this.
Val,
I have done it. Let this be my
one thing
reward.
I have noticed is, love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Let the vision be something you love, something you're going to enjoy.
You see that one?
Like,
In this country, it's a privilege to actually love what you're doing. Right? Like, sometimes I've just left campus. Number one, I don't know what I want to do. Number two, I don't know. I want a job to make money. Also,
no,
you're
but
in
you
a
see, when you
situation
say
where
I've
you
just left campus,
you have to put food on the
first of all,
table
if
at one
you've just
point.
left campus, there are rules for every stage. If you've just left campus, I'm not saying enjoy what you're doing, because I remember myself.
You are not enjoying.
These are the rules. If you've just left campus, allow yourself to find who you are. I'm not saying love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to evolve. Allow yourself to be in different places. Allow yourself to just, what is it called? Expose yourself to things and find out who you are. If you're out of that stage of applying for starter level, enjoy what you're doing, because now by that time, you know what you're doing. You know the ups and downs of what you're doing. You've probably, even if it's not what you saw yourself doing, you found a way of it like fitting into your normal life. You found a way of going around it. At this point, you're not learning, you're mastering. So when you're doing that, like, enjoy it. Put it in your routine in a way that you're going to enjoy it. If it's not like what you want to do from 5 to 5, then put in things that you're going to.
5 now came
Yes.
from where, you guys?
Nowadays we do 5 to 5. You think everyone is doing 9 to 5? Not everyone is doing 9 to 5. Because there is a 5 a.m. club.
Yes.
And you're part of that
I'm
club.
in
I
that
don't know why
club.
you're laughing.
Only that? No, my schedule looks different. I'm doing different things at different times.
Exactly. That's
the
what
whole
I'm
day.
saying. Like, at this point, you've learned to maneuver all of those things. The ones that are responsibility, and the ones that are passion, and the ones that are hobbies.
All of them have to.
So you have to align. There are some things that are responsibility. You're going to have to show up whether you want it or not. You're responsible enough and you have to show up. You have to be held accountable in those circumstances. So you show up. Put it in your day. It's not like, at this point, they're not forcing you to do certain things. You do it because either you're responsible for it or you enjoy doing it.
So I feel like for most people, especially in our country, the work that people are doing is just to put food on the table. So you want him to resign and pursue his passion and do what? The people who have done it for so many years, now it's like, I can't get out anymore. And I know sometimes my point is, fix the passion somewhere inside. Like, if yours is the gym, fix it like an hour before you start that 9 to 5.
Or dress like in the gym the whole day. while doing what you don't love, because either way, Ella, you're in gym outfits.
I love being on this podcast, and I love that today me I've got my passions and I put them together. You get me?
You're so passionate.
Remove me from the people who are not in their passions. I'm in the center. But this year, I'm going to take my other passion very seriously. I feel like I give a lot of time to my 9 to 5, which is good, which I like. But
It's not your passion.
why are you making me so such stuff on a microphone? Passionate about it.
No, I'm really passionate.
Yeah. I love
I'll tell my boss watches this. I'm
me
really
too.
passionate.
I love it so much.
It's actually what drives me.
Yeah. Every day when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what a vision.
I want to do this. I'm focused to this. It's just what I want to do.
My point is, if it's not what you love, unlike us, find a way to feel your passion into your life. Like, you cannot live a life for someone else throughout. I know now maybe you feel like now I have a family, because there's so many people, it's the majority of people in this country. You just want to get money and put food on the table. Not many people can be like, yeah, on top of that, let me also start a side hustle, or let me start passionately pursuing podcasting. You guys think this thing is easy?
Well, that takes me to the why.
It's actually really not.
You see, when you understand the why, even if you don't like to do it, well, it becomes a means to the why.
So somehow, right now, yes.
So somehow, when I defined it for me, I always thought that I just want to make money, that I want to be rich. But I actually realized what I wanted was freedom from some things. I wanted to be able to go to some places without feeling like, oh my God, if I go there, then tomorrow I won't be able to go to work because I've used my transport money. Like, I used to think it was about the money until I noticed it was about the freedom that money would give. You get? Mm-hmm. So for me, the defining of that, many times we think that maybe I'm working so hard at work because I want to become the MD. But maybe it's because you're trying to feel a certain way. You're trying to satisfy yourself in a certain way. Mm-hmm. So for me, defining the why did make it a lot more easier for me to do certain things. Because I know that it may not be, because the instruments change. This is the instrument I'm using now. Maybe I'm using my 9 to 5. It's not even an instrument, so but like, okay. So like, if it's just a means to that thing that I want eventually. So at the end of the day, you're not looking at it like, this is not even what I want, because it's getting you what, it's like biting the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
But if you're not looking at it like the hand, you're not looking at it like the hand that's feeding you, but the hand that's in your neck, then of course you're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So for me, defining the why did really make some things clear to me, because it also gives you that today this is what I'm using as my means, but tomorrow it's going to be something else. The other day it's going to be something else, but the why still remains. I just want to be free. I want to be able to enjoy time with my family. So at the end of the day, you know why you're doing it.
So my point to that was, find things that you love in your day. Like, that day has 24 hours. You cannot dedicate it all to something that you do not feel as passionate about, despite the fact that you know what you're working towards and you're very nice and hardworking. Feed yourself something in like 1 hour. If it's reading, if it's running, if it's podcasting, if it's, let it not be again scrolling on TikTok. Let it
But what if it's what I love to do?
I mean, I'm talking about things that are going to benefit you.
You see,
as well.
Someone was telling me
that.
Someone was telling me, you be like the understanding person, then you be like, just try it. And then the person just keeps on throwing comments that then you're like, but also have some common sense. And suddenly you're no longer playing good cop. You're like, but what is it?
I was trying to be nice.
What's our common sense interface?
And how you're doing it.
Do things in a straight way, please. So anyway, but I get you.
Yeah. So have we exhausted 2025? Do you want to hint
2025? Okay.
I feel like I had lows, but
what highs? Tell us.
My highs were bigger than my lows. I feel like I cried the most last year.
Really?
Out of like the previous 3 years. I told you the previous 3 years I was macho. I was a macho girl. I had no time. These days I feel my things. You know, when you open up fully.
Yeah.
Something can happen to me and I'm like, I need a minute.
Okay. Tell me one thing that would make your 2026 better than 2025.
Only one.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need this podcast to kick off.
Mm.
Oh my God.
It would make your 2026 better.
That's
Are you ready to do lives?
yes. Lives, challenges, TikToks, everything. I want it all. I think for this year, I need this podcast to stand on its own a bit. I feel like right now it's still like on my back.
I can get some profit.
It's still on
Me, let me say it the way I wrote it. It has to break even.
It has to at the very least. Guys, by the way, we're open to like
sponsors. Work with us. We're good. We have very good marketing skills.
We do.
Public skills.
And we do it for free at work. So,
skills. Some of us are MCs. Others are
already
public
run businesses.
speakers.
So we know what your businesses are.
Yeah, we know what you need and we are going to give it to you. Thank you. Just pay.
Give us money. Anyway, so I want to be able to shoot more than once.
Yes. So for me, one of the things that would make my 2026 better is finishing school.
Do you know we are doing that this year?
Period. If I can get, because I've seen how life can be.
The girl took a break. Let me tell you guys, I suffered in December. I was on my own.
I have seen.
She's not around.
I've seen the amount of creativity.
Yes, and you had a lot going on in that time.
You know,
let's shoot like this. What about if we do like this?
But I did
like wow.
I did talk to myself. I spent time with myself.
Well,
I wasn't running away from assignments. It was
school is
so rewarding. It was so rewarding.
Yeah.
But also finishing school is so rewarding. So rewarding.
So many rewards to be taken. But this year, let's
close all those rewards.
Close the accountant.
Yes.
Oh my God, we are doing that this year.
Yes. I want to finish it. I want to wrap it up. I'm not saying I will not even start another one, but like I'm really focused on finishing this one. But yeah.
Anyway, may I get your vision? And I'll support you.
The vision is 2040. Do you know what I wrote? One way or another, I must be called doctor. So anyway, but yeah, that's it. That's one of the things that would make my 2026 brighter. But there's of course 100 and other one things.
Oh my God, the vision board. I'm actually really struggling to fit the pictures on my vision board. I'm still working on it right now, but there's a lot to fit there.
Yeah.
Because now, okay, I automated so many of the goals of last year. Like when I was achieving last year, I think financially, I automated so many things. Now I don't even have to think about it. Now I'm moving into other sections of my life, like relationships and experiences and stuff. And I'm like, wow, there's a lot to be done. Starting with learning how to swim. It's the one I'm working on right now.
But anyway, let me just say this as we wrap up, right? It takes time, guys.
It does.
Everything does take time. Eventually you figure it out. Eventually you stand on your 2 feet. Eventually there is peace. Eventually there is winning. Eventually there is a reward.
But so the journey.
Put in the work.
Yeah.
And give it time. Yeah.
I'll come back here and tell you guys about discipline one day and how it changed my life, like in full detail. Because for me, I think it started with working out, but I talk about working out too much. We are going to go for it.
And now you promised us a day.
And
where you're going to talk about it.
But anyway, it turned my life like, it flipped it on the other side, but I'll tell you about that another time. For now, let us know how your 2025 was. Tell us what you're looking forward to in 2026, starting with helping us to achieve ours by subscribing. We will attend you for exactly 1 hour. Be so for real. Subscribe, like,
what
share.
There are 192 views with 2 likes. Yeah, guys.
Or
if you don't like, you can tell us in the comment section.
I do
not like it. You get it.
Then we can
say I have not liked it because
let me tell
communicate.
When you guys come to my inbox, like I post on something like, Valeria, this episode was so nice. I tell her
also
it was so nice. Then she says, let them go and comment on YouTube. Let them put it on
What
YouTube.
is it?
Guys,
WhatsApp in the inbox. This one commented on your status. Wow, such a nice. Put it.
put it on YouTube.
You see, YouTube does that. Okay, let me explain it to you.
Ah,
YouTube considers
professional.
engagement. You
Yes,
get it?
it does.
Like, if people are engaging in the comment section, then
Yeah.
it pushes the video further.
Dear
That is
viewer,
one thing you can help us to do.
please engage. This is one of your tasks for this year that we've given you now that
Yeah,
we've
so
started there.
Comment. At least put a full stop. Anyway,
Comment and like and
don't
share
forget
and
to-
subscribe. You
Mhm.
guys, 500 views and 198 subscribers.
please
is
subscribe.
what?
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Please subscribe.
Yeah.
They'll not charge you for it in case
Yeah.
you're worried. Yeah, but we love having you guys and we can't wait to spend this year with you.
Thank
you guys are on my vision board. By the way,
for
there's like a picture.
watching.
I'll show it to you at the live that we are going to do.
Yeah. But thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye.